What's up, guys? It's Brent with Lykins Motorsports. This is OJ, and I've got OJ ready to rock and roll. Got our motor plate on for the back, the flywheel or flex plate, crank hub adapter. Got headers from Schoenfeld, and we're ready to rock and roll. So I've got a dyno appointment for March the 21st, and that's when we're gonna whale on this guy. So we will finally get to see what kind of power that it made. Just wanted to show you guys something real quick. Isn't that beautiful? So these came yesterday. These will be the rods for OJ's rebuild. These are R&R aluminum rods. Longer than factory. These weigh 510 grams. So I'll show you some stuff. Even I'll show you Molnar's website. So Molnar makes a nice light steel rod, and I'll show you what their rod weighs, and then you can see even with a longer rod that this is much lighter. So just wanted to show you guys that. I'm excited. Male is working on the pistons, and as soon as we dyno this dude, then it's going to start coming apart. Joe Crane is working on the heads for me, or a head right now. He's playing with some different things. He did give me some preliminary flow numbers, and I think they were pretty close to what Trick Flow rates them as. And I'll also send him the intake manifold. I told him he has carte blanche on all of this, and if he wants to take a bandsaw and cut that intake manifold straight down the middle to port it, then he is more than welcome to do that. We will weld it back up. But that's OJ in all its glory. So we're ready to rock and roll. Got some shiny new parts coming in, and in a couple weeks we'll see who got the closest on this 2004 Mustang GT. It's actually not a 2004. Oh yeah, I forgot. The guy that I bought it from lied to me. So whatever year this is, I can't remember now. We'll see what it makes. Hope you guys are doing well. Talk to you soon. Alright, so let's look at a couple of off-the-shelf steel connecting rods. I use Molnar a lot. Really high-quality products. Usually really lightweight, too. They do offer some beefier rods for, power adder applications. But if we go to the connecting rod page and scroll down to 4.6 modular, so their 5.933 rod weighs 600 grams. So that's the lightest one. They go up from there depending on the application. They have some power adder and some power adder plus series rods, which are beefier for guys that are making 2,000 or 3,000 horsepower. So the lightest rod is 600 grams. Again, these aluminum rods are 510, so 90 grams difference. A pound is 454 grams, so we're looking at around a quarter of a pound difference on the Molnar rods. Let's look at what Manley has to offer. So Manley has a lot of modular forward rods. Let's look at, here's their Pro Series, again 5933 length. These are $1,900 pretty much. So it says right here they are light, and they are light, 595 grams, but they're still much heavier, again about 85 grams than the aluminum rod. And I should have mentioned this previously, the aluminum rod is longer. So these are a 5933 length. The aluminum rods are 6145, so much longer and still much lighter. Let's look at one more from Manly. This is the one that we usually think of. It says I-beam, but I think this is their H-beam rod that you see with a lot of stroker kits. 685 grams. So that's a chunky boy. Here's another one that they offer. This is their H-Tough rod. It's made out of usually a 300M material. Again, 685 grams. So we're looking at 175 grams more. So you're asking, why am I using aluminum rods? For one, I like long rods and short pistons. Doesn't matter which engine I'm working on. That's if it's a custom engine, if it's a higher end engine, that's what I usually try to go with. So the aluminum rod is basically custom. Anybody, it's a lot easier to make a custom aluminum rod than it is a steel rod, just because a billet aluminum rod is basically, you just throw a chunk of aluminum on your mill and out comes a rod, and you can easily adjust the length and the dimensions. On a steel rod, you usually have to have forgings made, so that gets into a lot more expense. So that allowed me to make for a longer rod. Obviously they're lighter. With a lighter rotating assembly, the engine will accelerate quicker, which is good. And the aluminum rods, everybody seems to think that they're have a short life on the street, but many people have proven that wrong. So there's three different, what I would call major manufacturers of aluminum rods: GRP, MGP, R&R. All three of those companies have customers that run these on the street all the time. So if this engine ever makes it into a vehicle that I own, then I will not have any qualms about doing that. So those are the reasons. These rods from Manly, $1,800 a set, was about $500 more than what I paid for a fully custom aluminum rod, and I was able to specify what bolt that I wanted and everything with the aluminum rod. Alright, so without being said, I am very interested in seeing what this little engine does for the first time with a carbureted intake and no computer, no fuel injection, nothing like that. The first step is just to get it on the dyno and make sure that it will work on the dyno. I think we're going to have to fab up some motor mounts, do some different things, but it'll pave the way for us to be able to do modular Ford engines in the future. And a few of you have asked about whether I will sell a package deal with the distributor and the adapter and all that stuff. If I throw this on the dyno in a couple weeks and everything works perfect, then yes, I will consider making more of the adapters. And I think the distributors are still in stock at TrickFlow, so I should be able to get those for you. Very interesting combination. I'm still on the lookout for some sheet metal valve covers or some billet valve covers, so y'all help me look out for that. But that is all I have to say for now. Appreciate you guys watching again, and hit that subscribe button. And if I don't talk to you again, I'll see you soon.